Hey everybody, this video I want to talk to you about the Janome New Home NH60. A lot of you may know Janome by their older trade name of New Home. They still make a few models and put the New Home name. Janome's been in business over 100 years and they make some very good quality sewing and quilting and embroidery machines. This particular machine right here is a special buy we was able to get and bring in a few hundred of this particular model. It's very similar to other models in the Janome line. The NH60 gives you all the computer controls at a great price. So let's take a look at this machine. On the NH60, you're going to get all the nice computer features on this particular machine. It's got 60 of your most popular stitches built in. Straight stitch, zigzag, overcast stitches. We'll have applique stitches built in. A few decorative stretch stitches. The old-timey feather stitches built in on this machine. It will come with a special one-step buttonhole maker that you can put the button you're working with and it'll size it every time to that specific button. It's real easy to access the computer board on this particular machine. I'm able to go in the way my computer board is laid out and toggle over to get the stitch that I want. And my width and my length settings is right there in front of me. So when I want to change that, I can easily do that on the machine. I don't have to push 15 buttons to get to where I'm wanting to go. It has the override button that will override the speed of the machine. Now I can use this particular machine with or without the foot control because I do have the start stop button. It will come with a foot control in the box. Now this particular machine will have the needle up, needle down feature, so I can set my machine to stop needle in the garment or I can have it stop needle out of the garment. It also has the auto lock feature. Auto lock will tie the stitch off for me underneath my garment. Though I will have reverse, and those of you that has a sewing machine that has this reverse, you can see when you hit reverse, you can see that back tag and it's going to be on top. You'll never use reverse again. This right here will allow us to tie that stitch off underneath so it's tied off and I never have to worry about it. On top here I have my built-in bobbin winder. I will have an extra place I can put a vertical spool pin, so if I want to sew with a twin needle I'm able to do that on this machine. It's got my horizontal spool pin built in that'll accommodate several sizes of threads and everything channeled all the way down to my needle. So it's super easy about threading this particular machine. When I get to my needle I have a built-in needle threader. I've got the top drop-in bobbin system on this machine. I can see my bobbin at any given time. And when I get ready to change that or thread it, there's one slit I put my thread through and rake it through, and then I've got my bobbin thread. It does have the extra high lift under my presser foot so I can get those thicker fabrics through. And I will have a 7-point feed dog system built in on this machine. It will have extra high lift under my presser foot, so if I'm working with thicker materials, quilting, hemming a pair of blue jeans, anything like that, I can get my fabric under the foot. The machine will have a 7-point feed dog system on it. So there are 7 places that the feed dogs is coming into contact with my fabric. You really don't have to worry about that on heavier materials, but when I'm working with lighter weight material or stretchy material, that helps keep that lighter weight fabric flat while my needle's penetrating the garment. That's going to reduce puckering on my garment. Up top here I will have the adjustable pressure that regulates the amount of force being pressed down onto my presser foot. And I've got a convenient little scissor here on the side of the machine that I can rake the thread across when I'm finished sewing to snip that. The machine even has a convenient free arm, so now I can expose the arm of the machine if I need to hem a pair of pants or a shirt sleeve and get that around it so I can sew it. The NH60 will have the drop feed on the back side of the machine here where my hand is. There's a little lever I can drop the feed dog, so if I want to darn a hole, do some free motion stippling or quilting, I'm able to do that really easy on this machine, and you can get a free motion foot to do that. Another thing I really do like about this machine, I do have the snap-on, snap-off presser feet. There are literally dozens of Janome accessories available for this machine because it is a standard low shank. There's all kind of specialty attachments you can get for it, and the prices of those accessories are not going to run your bank account up, trust me. This machine has a lot to offer for the price that it is. So let's sew on this machine and we can show you a little bit more about it. We'll show you this particular machine is really smooth operating. I've got it set on straight stitch right now. I've got it at full speed. When I'm sewing along, it just hums right along. I get to the end of the stitch and I hit that auto lock feature and it ties the stitch off for me underneath. And I can just rake it across my scissor It's very durable. The motor in this particular machine is larger than your average sewing machine motor. Good quality working components. Here I'm going to sew through 8 layers of denim. This roughly represents the side seam on a pair of denim blue jeans. And notice I've got that extra high lift so I can get my fabric underneath the garment where I'm needing to. Now the tension system on this machine is not finicky at all. So we'll go about half speed. I'm able to notice with the top drop in, I can crawl up or crawl down onto a garment. I don't have to worry about my tension being compromised. I'm not going to have to worry about the machine puckering anything as it sews right along. The feed dogs grabs the fabric like it needs to feed it through the machine. And then we'll just speed it up here. And then I love that auto lock that's built in to tie the stitch off for me. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Janome dealer. We carry everything Janome. We have all the parts, all the accessories. We have 4 full-time technicians that can help you. Once you get your machine home that you purchased from us, if you have a question, a problem, just be sitting in front of your machine. Pick up the phone and call us. We have a retail store here that we can walk out in front of a machine, talk you through any question, help you with accessories. We can even help you online how to use your accessories. So we're just a phone call or email away.